Well, here we go with Can-Am Tech Tuesday. This time we're doing a rear view camera monitor. It's a camera and a screen built inside your mirror. There's your Can-Am part number, the 715 number. We'll go to instructions.brp.com. It's actually pretty simple. It's just running wires from the back of the machine to the front of the machine. Here's your new mirror. You can see the little square, that's the screen monitor for the camera out back. There's your little power button right here in the corner. You have to turn that on to make it work. And then here's your camera. Pretty simple. Now you can look back and see your buddies waving or watch them get stuck as you just went through something awesome. So whenever I'm installing things, I like to just run through and do the easy things first. The camera here, it's got its 2 bolts. It goes right here on this little cover for your exhaust. So if you don't have your exhaust cover on anymore, well, you're gonna have to figure out a way to mount it. If you still have it, it mounts just right there. Now the only downfall I see is I've got this dang bumper in the way. I love the bumper, but it's kind of become a hassle. Every time I want to take something off, I gotta get the bumper off. And now it's gonna be in the way of my camera. So maybe we can do some spacing or whatever and get it mounted up there right. But that's where your camera goes. So once your camera's mounted, you'll run your wire. Depending on whether you have exhaust covered up or not. If you don't have your exhaust covered, you took this cover off, well, you can actually go back to your cover and cut the top portion off to use your holes that come from the factory. That way you can remount it. It's still up and out of the way. It holds your camera nice. Or if you choose, you can mount your camera in other places. It would probably fit up here pretty easy. If you put it down low, it's probably going to get covered in mud, not really going to work very well. So, you know, this is the best place that they advise to put it. Once you tuck your wires in, your wires will run across and then all the way to the front. And basically this is your camera plug, and then the other half plugs into the harness itself. So like I said before, I like to go ahead and just mount the simple stuff. You know where the mirror goes, just slap it up there. The newer Can-Ams have a good solid mirror mount already made to the cage, but there's also a little small mirror mount that comes with this kit, so you have a good solid mirror. And I've kind of already ran the wires, you can see, and I'll show you right quick where the wires go. Just a forewarning, this wiring kit for this rear view mirror monitor is built for 2-seat and 4-seat. So if you have a 2-seat, you're gonna have lots of extra wire. That's just part of it. You can spool it up, zip tie it. But in short, this is where your power is. So your power and your ground are going to plug into your bus bar. You'll take your seat out, pull your panels off, like I've showed before. They're really simple. Just grab them from the top and kind of gently pull on them. They'll pull their way out. And you can run basically both wires back out. Again, you move this little guy out of the way, shove the wires through. With this cover off, you can reach to the back, kind of pull a little bit, and then feed them out to the side. So then once your wires are hanging out back here, you can reach in, pull them across, and your wires are going to attach to this little, basically this little rail goes all the way across. There's zip ties made with clips on them, much like this. They give you a few of them. You can clip 1 or 2 down through there, tie your wires up, and then you're going to run your wires straight up and behind this frame rail. As I've explained before, use the seat belt rubber here, get the wire through, and then scoot it over to where this little free area, and then basically take them all the way to the top. Once you bring your wires up, bring them up to here, and right under basically this cover, the cage is hollow because it's tubing, of course. Feed your wire inside that frame tube, and you'll feed it all the way up, and there's a hole on the inside, and that's where the wire will come back out. So that's where your wire will come back out. You can use some pliers, a little piece of string, wire, whatever. You can feel your finger in there and kind of feed the wire to your finger and kind of work the end of it out. And then you'll just run your wire up follow along the cage, you know, nice and snug, get it zip tied, and then plug your mirror in. It's just one little plug. It's very, very simple. The best way to do this kind of stuff is run your wire all the way out, get it all plugged, and then from mirror, work your way backwards, zip tying, backwards your way all the way back down, zip ties, all the way to here in the console area. Once you're there, then you can bind them up, spool them up nice, and then zip tie them all solid. On your harness side with power, you got your plus and minus. Your negative wire will go to negative. Your plus side will go to accessory, which is a smaller wire. That way it doesn't stay on at all times. You have your two AV inputs. You have AV1, AV2. It doesn't really matter. You can plug it on each one, but probably AV1. If you had a second camera for the front or somewhere else, you would plug it in AV2. That way you have options. Very, very simple. They plug in, screw together, and then this nice little rubber cover goes over it and seals it off from any kind of outside debris or something like that. So there it is, all plugged in, your nice little rubber cover slid over it. This AV wire is really just an extension cord that goes from camera up to harness, and that's it. And then the other wire coming out is basically the feed wire coming from camera, collecting power from here, and then up to your rear view mirror. Very simple thing, very simple, awesome product. It just takes time running wires and keeping them nice and clean. So once you get all your wires run over, push through, tie it up, plugged in, hit your accessory, and you have a rear view camera monitor. Power buttons right here. Swap to the different AVs since we only have AV1 plugged in. There's AV2, and there's the view right out the back, looking straight through my bumper. Can-Am Accessories rear view mirror monitor. Awesome.